and he was vindicated in his selection of Joe McCarthy. Mightn't have been everybody's pick, say halfway through the season, the regular Northern Hemisphere season, but McCarthy's proven his worth. He's, and so much so that there's Farrell is optimistic that he should be okay for the second test. So that's how much effort they're putting in to make sure he gets onto the field. And in fairness to him, he was vindicated by Tyke Byrne's selection. Absolutely monster performance by Byrne. In around the breakdown and just the tackle. I think he was a top tackler, 23. And in fairness to Tom Curry, Tom Curry, for me, we're just finishing off talking about the Lions attack. Tom Curry is one of those players that I feel his skill set is getting challenged under the Andy Farrell system. I don't think if you look at Josh van der Fleer's hands, as in his passing range and tip passes, and we often see Josh popping up the back of a line out or a maul, and all those skills, they wouldn't be Curry's strong points. But in fairness to him, as the series has gone on and then the tour has gone on, he's got better. A lot of mistakes were made in other games. He knocked on plenty of times, but he's a guy that's challenging his skill set under the Faz system. That wouldn't be his forte. He's a hugely strongly defensive player, really aggressive around the ruck, and more of a blunt carrier than anything else. But he's now been challenged in a different role. I still think the lines were still a little bit off on that sort of fetcher link man role. But I think Curry, in fairness to him, is what you got to give any player. He's taking the challenge and trying to add more strings to his bow, and he's already good at a lot of things in the back row. So yeah, I was very impressed by the Lions attack and how quickly Farrell has a sort of a really semblance of an